Luke Skywalker, Harry Potter, Twilight Sparkle. What do they all have in common? If you said they are fantasy heroes, you'd be right. But why are they heroes? What did they do that made them great? If you said they overcame great evil or achieved great victories, you would be right again. Each of these heroes are but fiction, fantasy stories to entertain us. But there have been real heroes throughout our history who really did overcome great evil. Whether it was David defeating the monstrous Goliath, or Moses delivering Israel through the Red Sea, or even Esther risking her life to save her people, we have had real heroes in our real history. But of all these heroes and all these real victories, there is but one, beyond compare of any other. And that is our Savior, Jesus Christ, who overcame both sin and death for all mankind who had ever and will ever live, including you and I. President Gordon B. Hinckley said, quote, "Thanks be to the Almighty. His glorified Son broke the bonds of death, the greatest of all victories," end quote. Using that theme, our focus this week will be the greatest of all victories. We'll be following the integrated curriculum for Come Follow Me, including Matthew 28, Mark 16, Luke 24, and John 20 through 21. This week, we'll be talking about how after the Savior's burial, his disciples found an empty tomb 3 days later. Angels declared that the Lord had risen to many people, and Jesus Christ, resurrected, came back and appeared to many of his followers. Also, on the shores of the Sea of Galilee, we know that he ate with his disciples and invited Peter and us to show our love to him by feeding his sheep. Tomorrow, on Monday, we'll be focused on the resurrection, Luke 24, 1 through 12, and 36 through 48, so we can increase our understanding of the resurrection and how it impacts our lives today. On Tuesday, we'll be focusing on Handle Me and See when Jesus visited his apostles. And we're going to deep dive and increase our mastery of those verses, Luke 24, 36 through 39. Next, on Wednesday, we'll be focusing on how he lives in Matthew 28, Luke 24, and John 20, how he lives today. Then on Thursday, we're going to be talking about Feed My Sheep, John 21, 1 through 17. How can we do our part today and minister to others like Jesus Christ did? And finally, on Friday, we'll be talking about Because of Him. We'll be reviewing everything we learned this week and talking about the Savior's mission and reflect on his ministry. I'm really excited to start this week, and I'm excited for all of you who can watch these videos, give me feedback, and use this content at home with your families to unleash the power of your families in home-centered, church-supported gospel learning.